Testing, testing, is this thing on? Some nights when I would sleep with my grandma, she would leave me in the morning, and when I would wake up and I noticed that she's gone, I would start panicking, wondering where she went, as if she went into another dimension. So I would get up and scream on the top of my lungs, "Grandma, Grandma!" And then I hear footsteps. And then the door opens, and it's her, and she looks at me, and she's looking at me worried, asking me, "What's wrong, Shell? What's wrong?" And I'm just like, "You left me while I was sleeping." She told me because she had to run some errands or cook or something like that. So I looked at her dead eye, very upset, and I told her, "Next time, just don't leave me." And she said, "Okay." There were some mornings when I would wake up before her, and I thought it was strange, so then I would climb over her and grab her hand and start tugging on her and say, "Grandma, wake up, Grandma, wake up." And she starts moving, and she opened her eye, and a sign of relief comes out of me, and she asks me, "What's wrong?" And I just told her, "I was just making sure you were sleeping. You can go back to sleep now." And she looks at me, a little upset, turns away. At the last day at the hospital, they told us that they were going to do one final test to determine official death. And they gave us some time to say our goodbyes. And when they withdrew her from the machine, there was silence in the room. A silence that we knew that she was officially gone. But we didn't. We were in denial, all of us. We were surrounding her by her bedside, and we looked at her. We held her feet, we held her hand, and we were hoping that she was gonna wake up, but she didn't. And then I still can hear your one by one, everybody was saying their goodbyes. Kissed her forehead, we held her hand, we told her thank you. And finally, it was my turn. And when I recall from when I was younger, when I would try to wake her up, and I held her hand, but it was so cold. And I looked at her in her eyes, and I told her, crying, "Grandma, wake up, Grandma, wake up." But she didn't wake up. She didn't move at all.
Thinking about our younger years, there was only you and me. We were young and wild and free. Now nothing can take you away from me. We've been down that road before, but that's over now. You keep me coming back for more. Baby, you're all that I want when you're lying here in my arms. I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven. Love is all that I need, and I find it there in your heart. there's a tomorrow when we're not together, there's something you must remember.
And what might that be, Christopher Robin?
You're braver than you believe, and stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think.
Oh, that's easy. We're braver than a bee, and longer than a tree, and taller than a goose. Or was that a goose?
No, silly old bear. You're braver than you believe, and stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. But the most important thing is, even if we are apart, I'll always be with you. I'll always be with you. Always be with you.
If ever there is a tomorrow when we're not together, there is something you must always remember. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. But the most important thing is, even if we're apart, I'll always be with you. I love you, Nguyen. We love you.